In the heart of Tucson, Arizona, the Peterson family embarked on a fresh start, leaving behind the hustle of city life for the tranquility of the desert. Their new apartment, nestled within the ancient adobe walls, promised a haven of warmth and charm. Little did they know that the dwelling held a spectral secret, a presence that lingered in the hidden crevices. The first night in their new home unfolded with a sense of excitement. The Petersons marveled at the adobe architecture, the walls imbued with the tales of bygone eras. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the desert landscape, an eerie stillness settled over the apartment. Young Tommy, the Petersons' son, felt a strange pull to one particular corner of his room. The whispers of a playful laughter, too faint for adult ears, beckoned him toward the adobe wall. Mesmerized, he pressed his ear against the cool surface, feeling a subtle vibration that resonated with an otherworldly energy. "Hello, Tommy," a soft voice murmured, sending a chill down his spine. His breath caught in his throat as he listened to the spectral words that echoed from within the adobe walls. The voice belonged to a little boy, a child trapped between worlds, tethered to the ancient dwelling that had become his spectral prison. As the nights unfolded, the spectral boy revealed himself to Tommy through whispered secrets that danced on the edge of perception. The boy's name was Elijah, and he had lived in the very apartment decades ago. His laughter, now ethereal, once rang through the adobe halls as he played hide-and-seek with siblings long gone. Elijah's spirit, bound by the inexplicable ties of the afterlife, found solace in Tommy's presence. The boy, eager for a companion in the unfamiliar town, welcomed the spectral friendship, oblivious to the supernatural forces at play. However, the once playful whispers took a darker turn as the moon hung low in the Tucson sky. Elijah's laughter transformed into melancholic sighs, and his spectral footsteps echoed through the apartment. The adobe walls, once witnesses to joyous memories, now held the weight of a tragedy that refused to fade. Late one night, as Tommy lay in bed, he felt an icy breeze sweep through the room. The whispers grew more urgent, carrying a spectral plea that resonated within the adobe walls. Elijah, unable to find peace, sought Tommy's help to unravel the mystery that bound his spirit to the earthly realm. Driven by a sense of empathy, Tommy embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind Elijah's untimely demise. Through old newspaper clippings and faded photographs, he pieced together the tragic tale of a boy who had vanished without a trace decades ago. The apartment, now a silent witness to the unresolved mystery, held the key to setting Elijah's spirit free. As Tommy delved deeper into the shadows of the past, the adobe walls seemed to come alive with spectral echoes. Whispers guided him to hidden corners where forgotten secrets lay buried. The apartment, once a haven, became a labyrinth of memories and lingering sorrow. In a climactic revelation, Tommy unearthed the long-buried truth. Elijah, in his earthly form, had met a tragic end within the very walls that now held his spectral essence. The unresolved pain and lingering sorrow had trapped his spirit in a perpetual state of longing. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Tommy stood before the adobe walls, a conduit between the living and the spectral. With a heartfelt plea, he implored the unseen forces to release Elijah's spirit from its ethereal chains. The air grew charged with an otherworldly energy as the adobe walls seemed to respond to Tommy's plea. In a final, bittersweet whisper, Elijah's spirit expressed gratitude before fading into the unseen realm. The apartment, once haunted by the echoes of a spectral past, embraced a newfound serenity. The adobe walls, ancient witnesses to both joy and tragedy, stood silent under the Tucson moon. Tommy, forever changed by the spectral encounter, carried the weight of Elijah's memory with him. The Petersons continued their life in Tucson, leaving the adobe walls to guard the secrets of the past, where the whispers of a ghostly presence lingered like the gentle breeze that swept through the desert night. The vast expanse of the Cibola National Forest in Arizona stretched before the Adams family as they set up their campsite beneath the star-studded night sky. A sense of isolation pervaded the air, the wilderness cloaked in an eerie quiet that whispered of ancient secrets. Little did the Adams family know that their peaceful camping trip would soon spiral into a nightmare, as the haunting legends of the region became all too real. As the family huddled around the crackling campfire, a shiver ran down Mr. Adams' spine. The flickering flames cast dancing shadows on the trees, and an unnatural silence settled over the forest. Mrs. Adams exchanged a nervous glance with her husband, both feeling an unseen presence lingering in the darkness. Their 3 children, oblivious to the mounting tension, giggled and played near the tent. The rustling leaves seemed to echo with hidden whispers that clawed at the edge of the family's consciousness. Unbeknownst to them, a malevolent force watched from the shadows, a skinwalker, drawn to the vulnerability of those who dared to trespass upon its domain. As the night wore on, the whispers in the wind grew louder, a melodic hum that sent shivers down the spines of the Adams parents. The forest seemed to come alive with unseen eyes, and the once familiar landscape took on a surreal quality. In the depths of the Cibola wilderness, the skinwalker revealed itself, a shadowy figure that moved with an otherworldly grace. Its eyes glowed like twin orbs in the darkness, and the air crackled with an unsettling energy. The Adams family, paralyzed by fear, watched as the creature approached with an eerie calm. The skinwalker, its voice a haunting echo that seemed to emanate from the very depths of the forest, spoke to the parents. It offered a twisted bargain, the safety of their 3 children in exchange for their own lives. The deal hung in the air like a noxious mist, and the Adams parents, driven by a primal instinct to protect their offspring, reluctantly agreed. As the skinwalker circled the campfire, its shadowy form seemed to merge with the night itself. The parents, their faces etched with terror, felt the creature's unnatural gaze pierce through their very souls. The deal had been struck, and the forest sighed with an otherworldly satisfaction. The skinwalker, having claimed what it desired, receded into the depths of the Cibola wilderness, leaving the Adams family in a chilling silence. The once lively campsite now felt like a mausoleum of memories, tainted by the unholy bargain that had unfolded beneath the watchful eyes of the ancient trees. The children, blissfully unaware of the macabre exchange that had taken place, continued their playful antics near the tent. The Adams parents, haunted by the weight of their decision, gathered their belongings in a numb stupor. The whispers in the wind lingered, carrying the echoes of the nightmarish pact that had unfolded in the heart of Cibola. As the family retreated from the forest, the air seemed to reverberate with the lingering presence of the skinwalker. The once tranquil campsite, now tainted by the shadows of an unholy agreement, remained a testament to the malevolent forces that lurked within the depths of the Cibola National Forest. The Adams family, forever changed by that haunting night, carried the weight of the whispered shadows wherever their path may lead,